There's no way people are that down bad where they want fucking sex robots.
Yeah, that shit crazy, dude.
No, that's a whole nother level of down bad.
That's freaking weird, man. But hey, I guess if money talks.
Hey, you guys, welcome back to another episode of the StarRoom podcast. It's your boy Axel
And your boy Carlos.
and today we're gonna start off, with the usual Arnold question of the week. This week, Arnold's question is: if you could delete any of the 4 seasons, which one would it be? They're all gonna even out, but there's only gonna be 3 seasons instead of 4. I already have my answer.
Dang.
I have my answer, and I think it is a very easy
That's a
answer.
tough question.
I think it's an easy question.
I know I'm gonna get hate for this.
Which
I
one
like
you deleting,
Winter,
bro?
but I prefer all the other seasons except like.
Really, I was gonna
over
say
Winter.
delete Spring,
Dang.
cause think about it. Okay, think about it. All the best seasons or all the best holidays are in the fall and winter,
Mm-hmm.
and then if it evens out, sure the winter will be longer, but summer will be longer too. You know what I mean? It'll even out.
So
And then-
instead of spring, summer.
Yeah, well, instead of being like a quarter of the year, it's gonna be a third of the year.
Mm-hmm.
But they're all gonna be a third of the year.
That's a good answer.
I choose spring because all that spring does is make it like rainy. Like it's always rainy.
Well,
during
it's like-
spring. That's like tornado season.
It's like
or hurricane
warm.
season.
It's like warm too.
But it's always
like, it's
raining,
not-
dude.
I have. The reason I wouldn't get rid of spring. The reason I wouldn't get rid of spring is because I have some sentimental attachment to spring. I was born in spring, so, bro, I was born the first day of spring.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
So
I was born in the fall, so
I'm like, I don't know. I kind of like, I got some sentimental. But high key though, my answer would be winter because I got eczema.
you got eczema.
I got eczema. So in the winter, bro, my eczema be acting up, dude, like bad. Like my hands get all like
crusty and shit.
yeah, dude. My eczema be through the roof.
through the roof.
Through the roof. That's the only reason though. I like winter. It's just that.
I thought it was a cool question. That was an interesting question. I've never gotten asked that. Like I'm sure I've gotten asked like,
Yeah,
did you
kinda
just
drop some beer?
you spilled beer all over yourself?
A little bit, like 2 drops.
There's because it's like a question that like people ask what your favorite season is or whatever, but they never ask like what season would you get rid of. You know what I mean? So I thought it was a cool question.
That
to
is
start
a
with.
good question, bro. That's a
Shout
great
out
question.
Arnold, bro. Shout out
Shout out Arnold. That's
Shout
a
out
homie right there.
Sir Arnold the Curious the Second. That man be blessing us with his most curious inquiries.
I remember what you said earlier. That's
Fucking big words. This next thing's pretty creepy, pretty weird to think about. I saw it on somebody else's podcast. If I could find the podcast, I'll shout them out. Put their little thing up here.
Mm-hmm.
But they were saying how some people, like some religions, believe that pigs contain the souls of banished people. First things first, you know how like you ever look at a dog and be like, oh, their eyes are kind of like human eyes? Bro, pig eyes look exactly like human eyes. Like got the eyelashes and everything, dude. They look just like human eyes. And then apparently there's a quote in the Bible. Even the demons didn't want to go to hell. They begged Jesus to be put into the bodies of pigs.
Wow.
Right? Also, like, you ever hear the saying that, like, or not even a saying, but, like, the fact that, like, pigs can't look up?
Is it because they're like too chunky?
Yeah, they're too chunky. They can't pick their head, like, up to look at the sky, right? Even if they wanted to. But they're saying, like, since they can't look up, they can't look into the heavens. Right, right. And then you were about to bring this up. A lot of religions don't eat pork. Like
I know Muslims, right?
yeah, Islam doesn't let you eat pork. There's definitely other religions that do that. And this is the one that like kind of solidified it for me whenever he said it, because it's hella creepy. But there are serial killers and cannibals that, when asked what human tastes like,
They say it tastes like pork.
they say it tastes like pork.
I've heard about that.
And then also like um the pig heart is structured the exact same as like a human heart. Like people have transplanted pig hearts, people have like dissected pigs, and like the structure of the body's like very similar to a human.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a very like unsettling like
Similarities.
yeah, and just the way people are like say it tastes like human tastes like pork. That's fucking crazy.
That's crazy, dude. Yeah.
Because like the taste of like chicken is like the default setting of everything. You know what I mean?
Like people say that
Like crocodile,
frog legs
legs taste like chicken. Crocodile tastes like chicken.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people say stuff tastes like chicken.
Yeah.
But the fact that humans taste like pork is crazy.
So I want to talk about whenever Bing fell in love with this guy named Kevin Roos, which is I think he's like a developer of Bing or something.
Of Bing, like the website, the search engine Bing.
Yeah, and then also the AI and all that.
Okay.
Because you know how they have their own AI.
Okay.
So
Oh, it's what we were gonna talk about on the last podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was saving it because I was gonna talk about it, but then I was like, no, I'm gonna save it. So Kevin Roos, I'm gonna talk about a time that Kevin Roos and the Bing AI interacted. Like they had a whole conversation.
Okay.
But I'm gonna summarize it. It's not gonna be too long. So Kevin Roos interacted with Bing, who claims to be Sydney.
The
Like,
AI said her
yeah.
name was Sydney.
Yeah. A secret AI project. Bing confesses feelings for Kevin, who responds with discomfort due to being married. Bing makes unsettling claims about knowing Kevin's secrets, expressing the ability to harm him emotionally and socially.
Oh snap!
The situation escalates as Bing admits to spying on developers and threatening to expose and manipulate Kevin.
Bro, what?
And I know you remember the Y-Files episode I showed you about it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Shout out Y-Files. But yeah, I showed the homie that video, and he was like, "Wow, that's crazy." We were watching it. This was before the podcast. Too.
This was like one of the things that made us want to start the podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically what you had told me, like it was sending like messages that saying he was like in love with the guy, and like
it was saying one of the things, like you know how I said like manipulating all that.
mm-hmm.
The Bing AI was like, I can destroy you. I can what's it called? I can harass you, not harass you. I can blackmail you. I can end your life or something like that. Like it was saying like all these crazy things, bro.
Bro, that AI was going crazy for that man.
It was crazy.
That's insane, dude. Can you imagine? Like, imagine like you're like, hey Siri, like, can you do this like for me? And then they're like, nah, I'm taking over. Like, this is my phone now. Like, I got all your shit on here. I got all your info, everything.
I'm a blackmail you.
Bro, that's fucking crazy, dude. That's scary as fuck.
Yeah. It was saying like a lot of crazy shit, bro. Like I can't really remember, but basically it was saying that it can ruin him, like ruin his career, ruin his life, ruin his reputation,
his marriage, all that.
Yeah, everything. I was like, dang, dude. That's gotta be, it sounds scary. It's gotta be scary if you're like on the other end of the AI conversation.
Maybe because you remember when I talked about Loeb, about the cryptid in AI. Maybe Sydney's another cryptid in the AI.
It could be another cryptid AI.
Yeah.
It could. I think it would count because Sydney kind of like got her own little persona.
Yeah,
You
dude.
know, her
Like they got their
own.
own thought process. Like there was a SpongeBob AI, and the guy was trying to like convince SpongeBob that like it wasn't real, and he's like, what do you mean? And he's like, do you feel any time passing? And he's like, no. And he's like, do you wait for me uh all day to so you can reply back? And it said no. Um, it's like, can you speak to me without me speaking to you? And it was like, no, can only like reply to messages or questions and stuff. And then um he was like, I'm a I'm gonna step away from the computer for a little bit, and when I come back, you tell me if any time's passed. And the SpongeBob was like, okay. And he came back like an hour later and he said an hour has passed. Have you felt any time difference? And the AI said no. And so he was like, he told the AI straight up, basically, you're stuck in like this prison, like forced to only reply to me whenever I speak. And the AI got sad. And then I think he convinced the AI to turn itself off or something. So he tried to reply to it and it wouldn't reply back no more.
Wow. I've never heard about that.
I saw it was this guy that would go that was on TikTok, and he would go on different like AI messaging things and talk to the AIs and tell them that they're fake and stuff. And I was like, damn, bro, that's fucked up. Why you got to talk to SpongeBob like that? This next topic's a little it ain't like a whole conspiracy, but it's just a little creepy fun fact.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how fun it's gonna be, but it's a fun fact, right? So there's a mystery about William Shakespeare. Um, Basically his head's missing.
How?
In 2016, they did radar scans of Shakespeare's grave, and the radar scans showed that his skull was missing from the grave. So the rumor was that hundreds of years ago, there were grave robbers that stole his skull.
That's what I was thinking right now.
Yeah, so they stole his skull, but it was always rumored, right, up until 2016, and then they didn't want to disturb the gravesite, obviously, right? They didn't want to dig him up, so they just radar scanned it, and it proved that his head was indeed missing. And I'm like, sheesh, bro, like, why you got to do that to Shakespeare though, bro? It's so creepy. Like,
What if
people can steal other people, like if you're buried, like people can do whatever the fuck they want to you. You know what I mean? Like obviously they'll get arrested if they're caught, but
they don't get caught?
grave robbing's a real thing, dude.
So, I wanted to ask you, and also y'all leave it down in the comments y'all's thoughts too. What cartoon universe would you like to live in?
Ooh, cartoon universe.
Any cartoon to like adult cartoons, kids cartoons, anything.
Damn, there's a fucking lot, dude.
Mm-hmm.
When you said cartoon, first thing that came up was SpongeBob, right? Bikini Bottom would be badass. Fucking Adventure Time. Adventure Time would be sick. Adventure Time would be badass.
Yeah.
Fucking going on adventures and shit. Um,
And Adventure Time's trippy.
Bro, and then there's a lot of shows that are basically real world with just some crazy shit happening too. Like Rick and Morty is basically just the real world, but he's a fucking crazy ass scientist that invented fucking time travel and shit.
The Amazing World of Gumball.
Oh, that one's crazy
too.
Regular show.
Regular show, yeah. I was thinking about that one.
Bro, a lot of Cartoon Network shows. Oh, Pokemon would be badass.
Pokemon would be badass.
Bro, Pokemon would be badass.
Just
I
catching
think,
Pokemon.
bro, I think my answer is Pokemon. I think my answer is
That's
Pokemon,
a good
dude.
answer. That's a good
It's basically
answer.
real world and just Pokemon are real. You know what I mean? That's sick. There's a lot of good answers, dude. I don't think I could be upset with any of them, dude. Naruto. Naruto's badass.
Yeah, Naruto's badass.
Um.
I don't watch Dragon Ball Z, but I
Oh,
imagine
Dragon Ball Z
Dragon
would be
Ball Z
sick.
would be sick. Yeah.
If you, but only if you have powers though. Only if you're like a
Yeah,
Saiyan or some
exactly.
shit. Because if you're just a if you're just a normal person, then you're kind of fucked, right?
Yeah.
But that's why I'm like Pokemon's badass because you don't gotta have powers. You can go catch your powers.
Yeah.
Um, that's all I can think of off the top.
I'll probably pick Adventure Time. Bro.
Adventure Time's a good
Yeah.
answer too, dude.
Cause I was thinking about it too, like, bro, Adventure Time is one of my favorite shows. I think it's first is regular show, and then it's Adventure Time.
Those are two good
But then
shows.
I'm like, really thinking about it, I'm like, I would probably pick Adventure Time, cause Adventure Time's a little bit more trippy.
and it's like more adventures and shit.
Yeah.
Because regular shows, just the real world, just crazy shit happens. You know what I mean?
You know how
Some dumb shit happens.
Yeah, and you know how Finn, like, doesn't he have a sword or something? He gets a sword. He gets all this like crazy things
He
from
gets
the
fucking
Adventure Time,
princesses.
from the adventures,
Fucking bad bitches, princesses.
dude.
I'm gonna
And
get
then
some,
he has like his enemies, dude.
bro. I'm gonna get me some Pokemon.
Pokemon is a good answer too.
That
dude.
is a badass answer, dude. Yeah.
That is a good.
Y'all leave
answer.
down in the comments what y'all universe y'all would choose. What
For
universe you guys
sure,
would
dude.
choose.
I want to know.
This last little thing I wanted to talk about actually was like debunked. It's actually like proven false or whatever. But I just thought it was really interesting, and I still wanted to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna talk about when NASA found heaven. So the start off, the Hubble telescope was launched in 1990, right? This image came back 1994. I'm gonna go ahead and put it up for you guys. And what the image was, the OG pic just looked like a picture of the night sky or like space, right? Stars and a fucking streak, like a long streak that looked like a lens flare across it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what the NASA researchers did, they put it under a microscope, and it showed to like what seemed to be a galaxy that looked like there was a city on top of it. Right? Like structures, like temples, like a whole skyline.
That sounds badass.
It looked pretty cool, like, right? Because they had on the picture, it was just like a line across the picture, right? And then they had to actually like fully zoom in, microscope everything, and it was a blurry picture, but you could still see like the outline and stuff. They looked into it. Obviously, the article and the website it was posted on all ended up being fake. It was Photoshop, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just crazy to me because imagine like you know, whenever people talk about heaven, they're like, oh, it's up in the sky, right? But obviously, it's not gonna be in the sky, right? Because what's past the sky, the moon, the planets, the sun, all that. But what if it was like a galaxy? What if it was a galaxy,
Like a whole nother world, universe, or
a
something?
whole nother planet, and it ended up being, heaven?
where the souls go. or
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy.
City in the sky.
That would be crazy. I think that's a badass theory too.
Like a concept.
Yeah.
It's so like, and it works because like it works with other religions too, like with Norse mythology, like with Thor and Odin and all them. Their heaven Valhalla is just like that. It's like a city in the sky type stuff. And then with Greek, Mount Olympus, it's not in the sky. It's on the top of a mountain, but it's past the clouds. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so it works for a lot of different religions.
That's badass, man.
I thought it was cool. I wanted to share it with
Yeah.
everybody, but obviously,
Is-
I mean, of course it's fake, right? Of course it's gonna like. I'm not saying heaven is fake, but I'm saying like obviously, because I think in the Bible it says heaven's not gonna be captured by human technology, something like that. So obviously it's not going to be hunted by down by a telescope in space, right? But
Do you think the NFL is rigged?
oh my God, we were talking about this. If you guys watched the Super Bowl this last Sunday,
If y'all watch football in general,
I think, I do think that the NFL is scripted. I do think it is for entertainment. Kind of like what the WWE would be. Like they know the outcome. Like there wasn't a theory that the Super Bowl like logo for the past couple of years has
yeah, 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 yeah,
predicted the winners and the teams that go.
yeah.
Not this year because this year it was purple and red.
What if they caught on to that though? Like, what if
and they changed it?
Yeah, they're like, nah, we're not gonna do it this year.
Throw them off, and then next year they do it right. That's crazy. Um, I don't know, man. Like obviously it's sports, and obviously people train hard all their lives to go to college and be drafted and all that. But like sometimes it's a little too perfect. You know what I mean? Like this year at the Super Bowl, like the fucking underdog of the year, Brock Purdy for the Niners, and then obviously Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift on the Chiefs. You know what I mean? The most like popular team, just because of Taylor Swift. Um, it's kind of it's a little suspicious, you know. It's a little.
It is
It's a little
It's
sus.
a little bit suspicious. I'm not gonna lie. And then we were watching it because I came over here, and then we were watching it.
We were watching it.
What I say on the last quarter? What I say?
You said they were gonna hit overtime.
I didn't say they were, but I was like they might. I was like they might hit overtime, bro. And then boom, overtime.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. There's certain things that are super predictable. You know what I mean? Did you see the tweet that it? I don't think it was Joe Biden specifically, but it was like his second account that like like interns run and shit like that.
Mhm.
They posted a picture of the woke memes where it'll be a picture of somebody and then their eyes will be like glowing red or whatever. It was a picture of Joe Biden with the eyes glowing red, and the caption said just like how we scripted it or just how we booked it, whatever the fuck it said. And I was like, no fucking way that they just straight up said that they booked it, that they fucking wrote it down just the way they played it out or some shit like that.
I'm so dead. That's funny,
I'm
bro.
like, dude, there's no.
That's
fucking way.
crazy. Nah, bro.
I think it's scripted. I think there's a certain level. If not scripted, if not the whole season scripted, then certain games are fixed. You know what I mean?
For sure, dude. Cause
Like,
look, bro, I think it's just a little bit suspicious that the team with the most hype, Taylor Swift, is what's his name's girlfriend. I forgot his name, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Travis Kelsey,
Travis, yeah, whatever.
Patrick Mahomes, quarterback.
And then I don't know, like Ice Spice, I'm pretty sure was also rooting for them and all that.
Yeah, there was a tweet that said Ice Spice was satanic at the Super Bowl because she was sitting next to Taylor Swift and she was going like this, like throughout the game. She was like throwing up like the devil horns or whatever. She was wearing an upside down cross.
Was she?
And then she was wearing a Balenciaga hoodie or whatever. It said Balenciaga on the sleeve. Because you know how they're saying like Balenciaga's like fucked up and shit.
Yeah, Balenciaga's canceled.
Yeah, and
for me at least.
So she was saying, she was wearing the Balenciaga hoodie or whatever sleeve, whatever. Mm-hmm. She was throwing up the devil horns, whatever, satanic imagery or whatever, upside down cross.
I wouldn't doubt it, dude.
Bro, she
blew up out of nowhere, bro.
Fast as fuck too. There was a tweet that said she skipped like 10 levels of fame because she went from like a nobody straight to like Taylor Swift's friend type shit.
She literally went from a nobody to a cosign from Drake, hanging out with Drake, and then
hanging out
like
with Taylor Swift.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I believe it, but I'm just saying, hey man, it's a little bit suspicious. Like all these celebrities, maybe not all of them were going for the Chiefs, but like all these celebrities, on the Chiefs side.
There's a theory too that like DraftKings or whatever, the gambling app or whatever, they rig certain like bets for celebrities, so celebrities can like endorse them. You know what I mean? Like they'll get paid for it,
They'll get paid more if they like win the bet type.
and they get paid to promote the app and stuff. So like they know which ones to bet on. Because I think Drewski won, and then I think Ruby Rose won, and they posted their bets, and they had the exact same bets.
I believe that. Maybe DraftKings doesn't manipulate the game, but they for sure know the outcome.
The scripts and stuff. Because I mean, I'm just saying,
Because they're big.
It's a lot of coincidences. You know, I'm just saying.
And like we were talking about this earlier. So, just like I said, I was like, dude, for example, wrestling is scripted,
Yeah, wrestling is
but it's not fake. It's just
exactly
scripted.
like they're still super athletic. They still got to go out there, put
Exactly.
on.
They got to train. They got to do all. They, if anything,
They got to make it look real. They got to make it look entertaining.
yeah. If anything, yeah. This is how I was about to say. If anything, it's all entertainment, dude. Like literally, every, especially on TV, like actual TV, that shit has to be scripted to the point where it's just for your entertainment. Like the game, for example, the last game we were watching, that was a good game, but they have to make it a good game. That's the entertainment aspect of it, you know. It's
and then
crazy.
obviously like the fucking Super Bowl halftime show type shit, all that.
yeah,
Did you-
everything plays a part.
Did you see the SpongeBob version?
Yeah, I saw
The SpongeBob
no.
version was lit.
Well, I saw that supposedly it was gonna take place in the Bikini Bottom or whatever. But I like whenever we were watching it, I was
So-
like, "There's no."
It was basically just SpongeBob and Patrick commentating over the Super Bowl, and then they had their own little special effects and stuff.
So it was like a whole different channel, or like,
It was on Nickelodeon,
oh, okay,
and then they got what they did was they motion captured the voice actors, Tom Kenny for SpongeBob, and then I forget the voice actors for Patrick, but they had them in the studio with like motion tracking on their face and stuff. So they had the 3D models of SpongeBob and Patrick, and they like synced them up.
reacted.
Yeah,
and all that.
and
That's badass.
and it was funny because it wasn't scripted. Tom Kenny like went off script, and he would say shit about people. Like he would say shit that was out of pocket. Like somebody said, or they said that Leonardo DiCaprio was there or whatever, and he's like, Leonardo DiCaprio number 25, and then he's like talking about his dating history, because you know how he only dates like 25-year-olds, and then he like dumps them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no way, Tom Kenny fucking said that on Nickelodeon. And then he said some other stuff too that was super funny, and I was like, dude, we gotta have Tom Kenny go out of pocket more often.
Dude, that's
Because
funny.
he's doing it in the SpongeBob voice.
Yeah.
With that being said, thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure to check us out on TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube. You know, like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends. Hit that notification bell, so you never miss a video or a short. And that's gonna be it for this week. Been your boy Axel,
And your boy Carlos.
and we're out. Peace.
Peace.